the basics of being a great rapper.
Praise
But
God.
having in your music, you know, to Tori, I know who are you? Some of the producers, man, you're working with. I know
Well,
Tori Hook is one.
Tori, my man, uh, oh, his name is Jimmy. You know what I mean?
Okay,
But he got a producer name, and that's escaping my mind right now. But my man James Feather,
okay,
he
yeah, I
produced a
remember
couple
him.
of joints. Yep. And
Okay,
that's pretty much who I work with on Micah's birthday. That's my latest one.
okay,
Um, so those are the two producers I work with. The last time I'm working with a few more producers. This next time when I'm on some of my other on some of my future projects. And matter of fact, I got to get something with you again. And
we gonna
and
work, man.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And Gabe is going to produce some stuff for me. Gabriel Parker, and you had him on the show last well, that was last week, wasn't it?
it was last
Yeah.
week. It was
So
last week.
that's my man. That's my man. He probably do a couple of joints on my upcoming album. So yeah, I only work with people I trust and who I know. So
That you rock
I
with.
don't yeah, I ain't working with everybody.
You know,
So
and that's the thing, man, that I wanted to talk about too, man, because I put up a post earlier today, and I was talking about, you know, being able to leverage the income as an artist or as a producer, because a
mhm,
lot of times, man, we get stuck. The whole landscape has changed,
right,
and it's easy for you. Nobody's buying records,
right,
so you have to make your money streaming, right?
right,
What
right.
what do you decide? Although you rock with some of the people, man, you make music with, and then some of your features. What are some of your determining factors when you decide to work with another artist to spit on your joint or work
Yeah.
with the producer? What's some of your deciding? What's your process and what's your requirements when you do that? What are your factors?
One, we gotta you gotta be dope. You know what I mean? So that's because to me,
Oh, wait a minute, time out. I thought you saying, bro. You
nah,
mean you
nah,
ain't doing
yeah.
it from the Jesus still no? You mean you
No,
still
man.
require cats to be dope, bro?
Hey, listen to me, man. You got to be nice. Like, look, that sound like it's that could sound off-putting, but it's really not because me and you talked about this a lot of times. To me, you know what I mean, personally, and I'm not speaking for every artist but what I'm saying is personally, I feel like when you doing something artistically for God, it has to be as excellent as you can do it. Now, I'm not saying you got to be the best in the world at it, but you got to be the best that you can be at it. And so when I'm working with anybody, I listen to their music, see where they're at, see if it fits what I'm trying to do. Because as you said before, I have a classic particular style, and that's also part of my branding. Like I only pick certain beats because I want my music to also remain consistent. I want the listeners that listen to my music, that partake in my music, to understand what they're going to get. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to. Now, every once in a while, I venture into something else, but mainly, I want you to understand that when you get a album, this is what you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's my sound. It's something that I'm trying to perfect in my craft. That I want all my music to sound particular like that. That represents the Sky Dreaming brand. So when I'm listening, when I'm choosing to work with somebody, are you dope first and foremost? Are you biblical? Because that's very important to me too. And and can I work with you? Are we easy to work with? And then so those relationships just they work out that way. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. So it's
Yeah,
not like I'm saying I won't work with you but those are some of the things that I require. You know what I mean? Because those are the same aspects that I think I have in myself. You know what I mean? So
Demetrius just come in and he said, "Hey, if he gave us his best, we have to give him our best." And I like the fact, man, that and the reason why I asked that, man, because I think it's very important because for whatever reason, like people think because we Christians, man, that we whack though, bro. Like it's
yeah, yeah,
like, dude, it's a lot of cats, man, that shout Jesus loves Jesus, man. And we not whack. I know I'm not a whack producer.
No,
You're not a whack artist, but I like the
no.
fact that you said excellent,
Yeah,
because we're living in a time now to where you have to be excellent because you're competing for market share,
yeah,
for people to listen to your music, right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
you don't necessarily have to have the famous people on your records, but you want to have people on your records that bring shock value. They bring something to the table
yeah.
artistically.